Stacy was so steady, and we are back with Janet Collins, and she has got a brand new project that we are super excited to tell everyone about. We've got an opportunity here too, because we're going to be not only sharing this awesome new project with you, we're going to be telling you about a brand new template set that we're launching with it, as well as the opportunity to go ahead and potentially win the template set and this awesome entry into the class. So Janet, tell us all about this amazing class that you've got in store for us.
Hi everyone, how are you? Yes, Lattice is one of my quilts I made a little while back, and I just love playing with this. The quilt behind me is called Lattice. It's called Lattice for obvious reasons, because there's lots of lattice and crisscross. It looks quite involved and quite difficult, but it's very deceptively easy to do. Now, the reason Lattice came about was when we've got these amazing, gorgeous new templates. We've got, they're called Flying Tricorn, Flying Square, and Flying Triangle. Now, in my book Lattice, you can pretty well use any templates you want. And I encourage that. You know, when I'm teaching my classes, I encourage you to not copy what I'm doing. If you've got a template you think, oh, I'd like to try that one, go ahead and try them. So this first one is, these are the Gateway series. Now, this is a new series of templates. This is a new series templates that you're all going to get to see. These are all gorgeous and brand new. And they are small, they are miniatures. You all know how I love playing with all the miniatures and things like that. So I'm going to show you a little bit about some of these different templates. And this is how I keep my templates. People always ask about lots of different ways to store the templates. I actually store mine. Mine come in these wallets, and I keep all my templates. So these are the Flying Tricorn templates with my stable tape on the back. So these are the different sizes. Now, while I'm using Flying Tricorn on this quilt, I'm going to be doing some more projects with Flying Tricorn, and I have got an awesome Christmas project coming up. That'll probably be around about September or something like that. So stay tuned for that one. Flying Tricorn is a little bit, it's sort of like your Flying Bell Curve. This whole series is called the London Collection, and these were designed when Leonie was in London. That's why they're called the London Collection. But I keep all my templates in folders like this. We've got a stationer's called Office Works over here. I think you've got one called Staples in the US. And what I do is I keep my templates in here. I mark it all down. I have a big sign so I know what it is. And then they sit in a crate like that. I've got several crates. I've got all my snippets of what. I also put in here, if I'm using Lattice on there, I will put all my instructions in here too. So that is how I try and keep my templates under control. They get a bit out of control sometimes, but that's what it is. So Flying Tricorn is quite a different shape. If you have a look, let's have a look here. We'll use the gateways here, and hopefully you can see. Or we're just telling me. Okay, can you see that there?
Yeah. Maybe tilt it towards you a little bit so the light gets on it. Tilt tilt it towards you. Yeah, there. That's better.
Will that do that? Okay, we'll get there. Right. So if you have a look, it's really a different shape than some of the other templates around. Now that template is used here. Now, Lattice is a quilt that starts off as strips. I'm going to make a terribly big mess here because that's what I do. And it starts off as strips of fabric, which look like this. And this is another project I'm playing around with. It's the same principle. So you're going to have, like most of my projects, you don't get just what we're doing. I encourage you very strongly to play with by yourself, to do different things. I love it when my new first stitch class that is finishing up tomorrow now. I am blown away by what people have been doing. So if you look along here, on this side, these are the triangles. So these are my flying triangles. I'm going to use the gateways because there's more gateways so you can see them. But the flying triangles, I think Kate has done flying triangles. She's been showing some of the things out of the instructions that came with flying triangles. And this is flying triangles, and this is what we use from here. In here, this is squares. These are flying squares. And somewhere around here, I have got squares. Where's my little squaresy one? There they are. Down here. Okay. So then we've got squares. And the squares on here, you can see the squares. And you get 3 different sizes when you do this. There's 3 sizes within it, and you have a gateway between them. This one is not a super beginner project. This is for your people who would like to play a little bit. So there's my squares, and it's done that way. This one is the tricorn, and that's done that way. And this one is circles. Now, the one I've done on here is my circle from my sampler set. That's all that one is. Then I've got tricorn again through here. And this one is straight out of my Spinifex 2. So you can play. If you've not got some of these templates, that's probably that one. If you've not got some of these templates, you can use anything you like. Then I've got the tricorn on the end here. So if I turn it over, there's lots and lots of quilting in here. So what I'm going to show you is how to quilt a design. It's a little bit like when we do feathers, we do a big curly line, and then on each one, I've put a fill into each one. So in this one, this is a technique called rain. This one is echoing. This one is just using a curve template to create like a bark effect. This one is echoed. This one is just had them taken out to the side. This one is another echo similar to that. And then I've gone back with rain here. So there's lots and lots and lots of different new techniques in here that you might not have tried. And this is a smaller piece. You can make yours as big or as small as you want. The requirements come in with in the book. The book is included in the class, and the requirements are on the back. Within my book, I have got, and these are all separate pages so you can see them. Within the book, you can see that you have got a lot of different, as normal, I always give you, I tell you a little bit about what I have, how it came about. I like to give a bit of a history of how these things happen. Also the instructions of how to do things. This one is template quilted. So this is using the template quilting in technique. You don't have to if you don't want to. You might decide you want to do something that is not template quilted. And then the directions about how to do it. Now, tools that you will need for this. You will need the equilateral triangle, and I've also used the half equilateral triangle. These are piecing templates. A lot of you might not know that Westley started off with all their piecing templates with their adjustable ruler. And Jill, if you could pass me that ruler there, one right on the end. The adjustable, yeah. Started off with the adjustable rulers. And this is how we all started. So these are our adjustable rulers. I don't use any other rulers now. And these are my piecing rulers. And you're going to need the equilateral and this one. Now, during the course, I'm also going to use the big equilateral too. I'm going to show you a little bit of a different layout too. So these are all things that hopefully you're going to enjoy and start playing with and start using some of the patchwork tools. But I am really excited about being able to bring the new gateway templates to you. So the 3 new gateway templates, which are the where have I put it? Put it in a safe place. There they are. So the 3 new gateway templates are under here, and these are tricorn, flying triangles, and flying squares. Now these will come in larger sizes, but this is the starts of where things are going. These are exciting templates to use. There's something that's a bit different, and allow you to develop your creativity.
There was a question. Is there a way that you could bring the camera a little closer to the quilt so they could get a close-up of it?
Sure, Jill will do that for you now. Let me move that out of the way for you. Let me move out. Okay. We're filming in my sewing studio this morning. We're not going into the shop, so this is where the quilt is. Let me take it down. Let me take it down. It's actually taped up with the tape that I used to keep my pins in place. So let me move this out of the way. Let's see if you can do this. What about that? Is that better?
Much better.
How's that?
Perfect.
Is that better?
Higher.
Higher. I've got to have long arms.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you can see that so much better. So did we
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that, with the template quilting and how you go about that?
Well, yeah, we're going to use the template quilting technique. As I said, this was one I made a little while back, but it's template quilting. So when you do the class, you will be taught how to do and how to prepare your fabric for template quilting. Once you learn how to prepare everything for template quilting, every project that you now do for template quilting is the same process. I've used several different fabrics. This was a range of fabrics that I used. I used these, and obviously they're going to get cut into lots and lots and lots of triangles. But this was a range that I used through mine, and they are just.
You have to hold them up.
I've got to hold them up. These are ready to sew again. But I've got a lot of different. There's lots and lots of different fabrics I've used in here. Now, on the other side, I've got grey. There. So the other one I'm going to be doing as I sew along with you is going to be grey and red. So these are my greys. This is something a little bit different, and white. And I'm going to put a big out the way. Out the way, and I'm going to use a big splash of red in this as well. So this is going to be something that as I show you and sew along with you, I'm going to do lots of things like that. You're going to be able to ask questions, lots and lots of questions. And the size you make it is really dependent on your fabrics, on how big you want it. I tend to try and use with the fabric because that's what we have, you know, and I use it with the fabric.
And can we show the back too?
So Jill says, "Want to show the back?" Okay, so the back. This is the back, and on the back you can see the quilting a lot more. Jill will pan around so you can have a look. See. So that's the back where you can see the quilt. Now there is nothing to say you can't have a double-sided template quilted quilt. You can have it. You can have, and we've done that in the shop. We've done, my girls and I. We've done that where we've had one color on this side. We've done it with. We did that a lot with the continuum. If you've been to Houston and see my continuum, you'll see it's two-sided. But it's something that you can play around with, and it's nice and easy. It goes through the machine easy because we're sewing and we're quilting on strips of fabric first before we start to cut things out. But it's really a case of just keeping things nice and tidy, and I hope you're going to come and join me for Lattice and learn how to play with these awesome templates. Apart from Lattice, I will be doing some more. I will be doing some little, just incidental classes where I'm just going to sit down at my sewing machine. It won't be planned. It'll be something where I'll show you how I design using these templates. So hopefully you're going to be enjoying doing that. So, and come and join me for Lattice.
Yeah, thank you so much, Janet. I'm going to go ahead and post a link right now to go ahead and sign up for the class. So we're going to just put that link in there. And then I will go ahead and share a link as well to that brand new London collection sampler. So it's our flying series of templates. And again, we're showing the flying triangle, the flying square, and the flying tricorn, all three of which will be amazing additions to that that project itself, and really anyone's template line, because all three of them have come with 3 different sizes. And then they also include the inside shapes. So not only are you going to get the ability to do those inside designs, but we are going to include that acrylic inside shape, so you get the echoing opportunity as well. So you're going to get 9 different templates to choose from, basically 9 different sizes and 3 different designs in that sampler set. So what I wanted to again let everyone know, if you decide to go ahead and like, comment, and share, then you have the opportunity to go ahead and win this new sampler, as well as an opportunity to win the Lattice Quilt class series, which begins on May 11th. Is that correct, Janet?
I think so.
Begins on May 11th. Well, I have it right here.
To go.
I love it. So on May 11th, it's a 4-class series. So it runs from May 11th to May 20th. And she's going to be taking you through this entire project to be able to dive in and really create this gorgeous quilt. So very excited for all of you to be able to join us. And, like Janet said, you don't have to use these templates to be able to create this quilt. You could really do this with your sampler set of templates. I mean,
Absolutely.
Think about using your Spinifex design and kind of just creating a fun little border with that. You could be using your circle template in your sampler set, the Spinifex design in your sampler set. You could be using even that spinning wheels design. So you see some of that some of that work right here, just in some of the template choices that you made. So whether you decide to jump in and try out that new London collection sampler, or if you want to use one of the many templates that you already have in your line to create this project, we certainly hope you'll join us. The project does come with the Lattice quilt pattern as a digital download, and I believe that's a it's like a 25 to 40 page pattern in itself on how to create this project. And I really am very much attracted to the way that you kind of did the strips and then you cut them down after the fact. Is that how you did that?
It is. Yes, it is. Again, what I've always been trying to do is do techniques that are a little bit different, something that's not the same as what other people are doing. And by doing that, like I say, I've got smaller triangles here, but by using the large triangle, the equilateral, which is what I'm going to do, or I've got cut out for some of the blocks, you're going to see some bigger designs. So that's what I'm looking at doing. My classes are usually an evolving class. They are not a class where you copy verbatim what I do. You are going to, I'm going to encourage you very strongly, like I did in my last class, to find your own voice, to do your own thing. And judging from what I've seen on Wesley by Me, I am thrilled to bits with some of the designs that people have created on my sample quilt. That it's just blown me away, what people are putting up. So go to Wesley by Me, have a look at that as well. And hopefully we'll get some really cool designs coming out of Lattice, because it's different. It's something that is a bit more unusual, and maybe something you've not thought, oh, I don't know whether I want to do that. You'll be surprised how many techniques you're starting to pick up when you do a class like this, because that's how I design them. I design them to teach you new techniques.
Well, it is. I think it's just a stunning project. I personally.
You've always liked this one, haven't you? You've always liked it. Yeah, yeah.
It could be because of the colors, but I also think it's just the idea of kind of taking what would be, just like these strips that you've quilted, and then breaking them down and turning them into, a lattice style. I find really, really kind of fun and unique. So yeah,
I'm thinking now, even while we're talking, I'm thinking, I'm doing triangles. Why can't we do squares? Why can't we do rectangles? There's all sorts we can do with this. So, and this is my problem. I start with an idea and I just keep going and, oh, I want to do this, and oh, I want to do this.
Well, I think it's just stunning. I am going to go ahead and post a link to that new London Collection sampler as well. I highly encourage you to go ahead and sign up with one of the participating stores so you can take advantage of the exclusive 10% off discount that we'll be sharing with all of you for signing up for this event. We do have exclusive discounts when you sign up for this class series if you join in with one of the participating dealers. So I will go ahead and post a link again to that sign up so you can choose to sign up with one of our participating dealers and join the class series that way. And then again, don't forget to like, comment, and share or share. I know we're doing this on YouTube, so it's a little bit different because, well, to be honest with you, we've struggled a little bit being able to do videos onto Facebook this week.
Yes, it's been a bit, we've had some technical challenges.
Yeah, so YouTube seems to be a little bit friendlier to videos. Fancy that. But we are very excited to have all of you join us. All of our classes are hosted on YouTube as well, so it's a great place to be comfortable joining us and take part in some of this virtual education. If you haven't done some of this before, then you'll know that being able to do this at home and really learn and around your sewing machine and having the opportunity to watch these videos for 4 weeks afterwards and then having that pattern to be able, that written pattern to go with this class, it really creates quite an awesome opportunity for education. Because again, you're right there at your home, and you have the ability to ask questions throughout. So, and Janet's right there in a live setting to be able to answer those questions for you over that.
You have to actually answer. You have to actually ask the questions, not sit and think, I want to ask this question. Get in there and ask them. Then I can actually answer them live for you if you're doing this, or if you're on the university. If we get questions through, send them through to me. We'll get things organised and we'll get your questions answered. I think people have been a little bit shy about doing that recently because not a lot of people have seen me on video, because as you know, I stay away from videos. But now I've decided that I've got to get into this digital world and have some fun with it, and share some of my knowledge that I've been learning for all these years.
Absolutely. Well, we're very excited that you're doing that. Janet has some of the most amazing projects, and has done so much, really over the last 10 years with the West LA Design rulers.
13 years.
13 years. And so,
years. And then we met you guys about 6 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah. And so we have the ability to really take someone that's got so much knowledge and experience and have them teach you in the comfort of your home. So we're very excited to be able to bring that to all of you. So again, just a reminder that this class does have the opportunity to sign up for just the first part if you want to go ahead and give it a try, or the full series. So whatever you decide, you're able to go ahead and choose. If you want to just start with the first class and see how it goes, or if you want to go ahead and do the full series. But we're excited to have you join us. And again, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and bringing this amazing class to all of us, Janet. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. I love doing it, and I think maybe I'll retire and just sit at my sewing machine and just do this.
So if you love the concept of this quilt, just remember you don't have to do any specific template. Just choose something that you have in your personal library there, and Janet will take you through the processes of how to create this quilt with it.
Absolutely.
So, thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll look forward to being able to share this. Someone did ask a question. They said, do we get credit towards the full series if we try the first part? And the answer is yes. If you choose to go ahead and buy into the full series, we'll go ahead and give you an exclusive discount or I should say the first part. Then we'll give you an exclusive discount to try out and do the continued series if you choose to. So that is an option if you want to jump in and just see how it feels before. So excellent. Well, thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Bye from Australia.